What's up, you tacticalnesses? Tactical bastards? Whatever. Wait a minute. I'm wiping off my freaking glasses because I don't have a fiber, what's they called? Microfiber rag? It's going to take me a long time to get them clean because I'm blind. Look at that. They still look like shit. Way to go, Ace. Before I start the video, because I don't forget my friends, I started YouTube back in 2009 before I started making an ass out of myself every day. And I accumulated some loyal friends, just a handful. And one of them's getting his gun channel rolling again. It was always a good gun channel. And the name of it is Gun Skinny. I've known him for about 5-6 years. He's always been a good friend. I just want to let you guys know, another good, honest gun reviewer on YouTube to subscribe to. So what I'll do is I'll put his link right under the channel and just click it and go over there. If you like his channel, just subscribe to him. He just wanted to tell me to let everyone know that he's making gun videos again. Very good. Glad to see him back. So I figure I'd mention that. As you can tell, I'm kind of in a good mood. Speaking of friends, one of my friends suggested I go horseback riding. I said, "Are you fucking kidding me, dude? That's like a fucking calzone on a pogo stick. That's about how that would work out." No, I can't go horseback riding. Anyway, I want to show this holster off from Raw Dog. No, it was not sent to me for free. Not this time. I bought it. See, I had to buy some stuff. But I'm so impressed with it that I wanted to show you guys how nice this holster is. I'm real into like overdone quality, you know. I mean, I say that word quality so much. If you add up my videos, how many times I say quality, I bet you it goes into the millions. Because I just am impressed with high quality. See what I'm saying? See my flannel? This is badass. This is Old Navy flannel, high quality. This is from a company called Raw Dog. I've seen them before, but I just really looked into it, and I like the design of this holster. Why? Because I like hybrid holsters. They're nice. I like that they're Kydex on one side and leather on the other. The difference with this one is most hybrid holsters have the ears that come out on each side, which I can't stand because it's making your gun package bigger. That's the last thing we want. We want to keep the gun package smaller because we're carrying. We want it as small as possibly can be. And if you paid attention to my last videos, I said it's a very easy way to do that. Just chop off the ears instead of having a clip on each side. Just have one big fat strong clip in the middle. And I found a company that actually does it. Not because I said it, because I guess they're pretty smart too. I'm smart. And to me this makes more sense. Now you have a hybrid holster, Kydex and leather, without the big floppy ears on each side. Nice and small. It's got a big, nice, thick, heavy duty polymer, Kydex clip on there. Damn, that thing's got to be over an inch and a half wide. And it's very, very strong. See how it's not easy to pull out. That's what you want. It's not all floppy. Very, very sturdy. Very nice. I mean, I could critique any holster. It could be cut a little more level here and rounded off a little bit. But other than that, I mean, who cares? It's in the waistband holster. But this thing is rock solid. I like that word too. So this is my carry. I'm showing it. This gun is hot. As you can see, it's cocked and locked, so I'm not going to really take it out of the holster. I just wanted to show you the Colt in the holster. Now I ordered another holster like this for a new gun that I got. And past guns, I always get excited about new guns, but it's very rare after I get a new gun that they perform to 100% of my expectations. Yes, I said that without fucking up. That's never happened. I mean, even this beautiful 1911 Colt, which is a very expensive gun, I shoot to the left. Why do I shoot it to the left? I don't know why. It has a nice light trigger. It has a 1911 trigger, maybe because of the 3-inch barrel. I don't know. The sights are dead center. Usually my sights on a gun, dead center is straight for me. I usually don't have to drift left or right to correct my left and right shooting. So I figure it's my grip. I need more support on my support side. I don't know. I'm gripping it all different ways and squeezing it here, squeezing it there, squeezing your ass, squeezing your, it's just ridiculous. I'm trying to grip the gun 1,000 different ways so I can start shooting dead center. I shoot kind of center, but it's still around the 8 o'clock area. It drives me crazy. So, whatever, I'm just going to have to get some trigger time behind it. But I've been wanting this gun. I've been wondering about this gun for years. It's been out for a long, long time. It's been out for years, and I've always wondered about it. I've always did YouTube videos about it, on it, and it's probably had the most positive feedback on any other gun I ever seen. Because even an Ed Brown 1911 will get negative feedback. Every gun will get some point somewhere some negative feedback. In my research, maybe you researched a bad one, I didn't. All the research I did on this, 100% feedback. I mean, not even one video where a guy said there was issues with the gun. Now, this is a Walther. It's pretty much my first Walther. My very, very first Walther was a PPK, and that was a nice gun, but it was very picky with certain hollow points. So, that's the deal there. It was a 380. It was a sharp-looking gun. Now, this Walther, everyone's fascinated with the Smith & Wesson Shield, but I got news for you. There was something out years before that gun came out that shoots just as nice, if not better. I shoot this better than the Smith & Wesson Shield. So let's get it out, because I know you're all impatient. This is a Walther PPS. What pushed me over the edge to buy it was ebomi. ebomi has it in 40 caliber, which I'm not a fan of 40s because I just can't shoot them well. But he's got thousands and thousands of rounds to his, and he just constantly tells me how reliable it is. And it never jams, it shoots great, and this and that and that. I did a ton of other video searches. These people that I respect highly are giving this gun 100% positive reviews, not saying anything negative about it. It is. I don't know. They say it's pricey. I don't think it's pricey. $530. That's pricey. I mean, I guess for a gun this small, maybe in this category, I don't think it's more than the Shield. Yeah, so what? To me, I think first of all, the overall appearance is a nicer looking gun. You get 2 magazines with it. Okay. I shot it 3 times so far, and the results for me, for what my target usually looks like, was outstanding. Now, the rumor is with this particular gun is the Walther PPS shoots like a full-size gun. I didn't know what that meant, and now I know what they mean. What they're saying is, when you shoot smaller guns, it's harder to hit your target with a smaller gun than it is a bigger gun. And that's just the case with smaller guns. You have to concentrate a little more and make sure you're holding it nice and tight, and really squeezing the trigger slow and all that shit. But not with the PPS. Not with it at all. It shoots like a full-size gun. Now I understand what they mean by that. A friend of mine just bought this, and he passed that phrase to me, that it shoots like a full-size gun. And I didn't know what he meant by that, but dude, I know what you mean by it now. In other words, it's very easy to hit your target where you want to hit it for its size. That's what it means. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is I make sure it's safe. I don't stick my finger in or anything. I just look and make sure it's clear. Now the first impression of this gun, when you pick it up at a gun shop, and the first thing we all do, right? We all want to pull the trigger, feel the trigger. Okay, it's okay. Don't feel like nothing special. It really doesn't. Now we're going to feel the reset. That's the big thing, the reset. How's the reset on it? That's the real big deal. So we'll let it out. It's okay. It could use a little more push in the opposite direction for the reset, but it resets nice. Okay, so this is my point. You can't go by that. You have to get the gun and you got to go shoot it. Because I have guns that have nicer triggers than this and that reset better than this, but I can't shoot them as good as I shoot this. So what it does come down to, which I don't want to sound like a cliche in the gun community, it must be ergonomics. I don't understand why I can shoot this gun well. Okay, for me, and this is like between 7 and 10 yards. Okay, it's a little 3-inch barrel. I can shoot center with it. I'm not over here. I'm not over there. You know, it's unbelievable. The first session I have with it, my target looked like this. Okay, now when I shot that target, I was like, wow, that's it's, you know, I'm not floored by that target, but that's pretty damn good. I didn't expect to shoot that well with this little gun. Okay, then the second session I shot, my target looked like this. All right, after I looked at that target, I went, wait a minute here. Did I just become a better shooter, or is it the gun? That's the way I want my target to look. I mean, there's always going to be flyers. That's just how I am. Because when I first take my cold shots, I'm kind of moving around. But maybe I can correct that someday. But all I know is that target looks better than the first one. Okay? And I'm like, I don't know if I'm just having a good day or a good week, but I'm going to shoot the gun again and see what the next target's going to look like. So, here's the third target. A lot less flyers too. Okay, same thing. It was between 8 and 10 yards. Okay, this is my goal right here, is to be in the center, make one big giant hole without a lot of flyers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 flyers out of 50 rounds. They're all in here in the bullseye with that little gun. Usually on a good day, when I'm having a really good session, I can do that with a 1911. I can do it with a Glock, but I'll have more flyers because, I don't know. I'm not going to say the trigger anymore because this really doesn't have the best trigger. It has a nice trigger, but it's nothing special. So to me, it must be the ergonomics of the gun. There's so much to tell you about this, so the video might be lengthy. I've said in the past, I love this gun. I love this gun, but I really do love this gun. I cleaned it in between each box of ammo because I just wanted to handle it. So far, every session was 50 rounds, so there's 150 rounds through it. 0 failures, good extraction, good ejection, all that. It's very similar to a Glock. It has the HK or the European mag release, which does not bother me. It's on it's the half the length of the trigger guard, which is pretty cool. The trigger guard, it's like notched around the trigger guard, so you still have trigger guard when you pull that down. So it ain't like the trigger guard's breaking. It's not. It's just like an HK. So I'm used to it. I have HKs that don't bother me. I just use my index finger. Bang, 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 whoosh, bam, boom, bang, boom, 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 boom. It's not an issue for me. Some people don't like that. You get used to that. It's something you get used to real quick. It's not something that takes time to get used to. The size of the gun, it's the exact same size as the Shield. To me, in my opinion, it feels like a nicer gun than the Shield. The Shield is an awesome gun. Just to me, this feels nicer. When you're holding it, it don't feel like a polymer gun. It feels like a little brick, you know, and it feels like it's made very well. It feels like a German gun, which it is, made in Germany. It's got all the same markings as the HK has on it. It's a true German gun. Because there's Walthers out there that are not that great either, you know. They're not bad, but they're not that great. And then there's Walthers out there that are awesome, like the PPQ, now the PPS. You know, I'm not a fan of the PPX, PPX. I just don't like the way that gun feels. This feels like a high-end firearm. Very cool. I like the sights are steel, nice bright white sights. And this is what I love about it. The sights are very rounded off. I mean, you'll see some sights that are rounded off, but they really made a point to really make these round, because when you're overweight and your jelly roll is leaning on that sight, that shit hurts. So that's good that that they round them off like that. Definitely can switch out the sights. The sights are numbered. This one has a number 4. This one has a number 2. I think that's for different lengths and different levels of the height of the sight. It has a decocking indicator. What I like about it is it has safeties, but it doesn't have too many safeties. Like, you'll have these guns that have a thing that pops up here, there's a grip safety here, a decocking indicator. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. You don't need all that shit on there. And people think it's great. Oh, you know, I'm getting all these features for my money. That's more parts that get dirty. That's more parts that you have to make sure that don't break. Here's another spring in your gun you have to worry about wearing out. So the less on the gun, the better. It does have the cocking indicator. I don't have a problem with that. As you can see, a little red, just let you know the gun's cocked. That's cool. That's about as far as I'll go. I like that it don't have a thumb safety. That's huge. That's huge. I hate thumb safeties. Okay? So it doesn't have a thumb safety. It doesn't have a lot of controls on each side. It's slick and it's clean on both sides. Wham, wham. It's very Glock-like. It almost looks identical to a Glock. It comes apart like a Glock. You rack the slide, you pull the trigger, and what I like about these tabs over the Glocks, yes I said over the Glocks, they're on an angle. They're on like a, I don't know how many degrees that is, 70-degree angle, just a slight angle. So when you pull your slide back, you can easily pull down the tabs, very easily with no effort, and take the gun off. And I take the slide off. With my Glocks, I have to really get my fingernails and make sure I get it just right. It might take me 2 or 3 attempts. So that's cool. It's real easy to disassemble. And if you look at the inside, it has the cross, and there's the connector, just like the Glock. I mean, it looks like identical to a Glock inside. I'm not an expert on this gun, you know, but I know good stuff when I see it, because I've been looking at guns forever, all different kinds. Another thing I like about it is when you take the slide off, this still has some heft to it. Doesn't feel like you know, some guns when you take the slide off, it's like, wow, what am I paying for? You know, it's just a design. I just like that it has a lot of metal in it. There's a metal block in here. I like that it has full length guide rails all the way down. Maybe that's why I'm shooting well with it. I don't know. The bottom line is they have a fantastic, reliable reputation, and I can shoot it probably better than any gun in my safe, and it's only has a 3-inch barrel. I don't know how that happens. But right now, I could shoot this better than any gun that I own, accurately, is what I'm talking about. So, there's the recoil spring. It looks identical to looks like a Glock 26 recoil spring. Same thing. And the barrels, you know, it comes out just like any other barrel. No special design. Looks a little different here on the feed ramp than any other gun that I've seen. Pretty cool. In there you see a screw for the sight, so it's very easy, like a Glock, to change the sights out. Striker fired system, as you can see. It's very nice. So this is going to be my carry from now on. The Glock 42 is nice, but I think I like this better. I definitely like this better than the Shield. I had the Shield. I like the Shield. The Shield was reliable. I can shoot accurate with it, but it had that scratchy trigger. I just don't like that. You know, it's just, I don't know why it feels like that, but it does. This don't have that feeling. This has like, you know, like an Apex feeling. It's smooth. There's no scratchiness when you're pulling the trigger. It's just annoying. You know, it's nothing going to stop the performance of the gun, but I don't want to feel that. This feels a lot nicer, that's all. It's a nice gun. Very easy to put back together. Bam, you just pull it and it's back together. It definitely has, this is unique, when you take off the back strap, and what you got to do is you push this lever. Let's see if I can do it. Push this lever and it just pops off. Now note, when you do that, shit, I don't know if the slide has to be off, I forget. It disables the gun. So remember that. When this back strap's off and you want to put this one on, while it's off, it disables the gun. The gun will not work. But you put it back on and the gun's back in business. It's not a big deal. There you go. And there's no way in hell that's coming off of there. That goes in, it goes up, it locks in two places. So it's very, very nice. Some people are worried maybe if you drop the gun and this pops off, now your gun don't work. If that's really an issue for you, you could just get a Packmeyer glove and put it on it, with the finger grooves, and then you ain't got to worry about it. But I haven't heard of that happening at all. You get a 7-round mag here, and this is not something else I wanted to point out to you. I believe these are Metgar mags. I'm almost positive they are. Made in Italy, probably Metgar mags, very high quality mags, anti-tilt followers. This one has a 7-round plus 1, and I think this one is an 8-round plus 1, I think. Not sure. Because this one gives you a bigger grip, so it goes down deeper. It might get an extra round in there. If you have this, correct me, let me know if I'm right or wrong on that. So the Walther PPS, who knew? Who knew? I mean, if I knew this gun was going to be this nice, I would have bought this years ago. Very nice gun. I love it. So, I just ordered a Raw Dog holster for it, just like this. And that should be here, I don't know, in a couple days. I hate waiting. But that's it, guys. I just wanted to show you all that. Oh, and I wanted to mention the hollow points, if you're interested in the Smith & Wesson, the Colt Defender 9mm, the hollow points that I've been running through it, reliable, are these type. They're called Federal Classic hollow points. And I believe they run good through it because the hollow point has a very small hole. They're not big ashtrays and they're very round, so they feed nice and reliable. And it's a 1911. You just got to be careful what kind of hollow points you use. So, Federal Classic, high shock, jacketed hollow points, 115 grain. They're the ones that the Colt likes them, so I will run them. As far as this goes, no hollow points yet. I haven't tried any. We'll do that in the next session. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and I want to thank E-Balmy for introducing me to this gun and pushing me over the line to actually get one. Really, really excited about it. All right. See you later.